Hey, what's up? It's Kip. Time for another video. Today, we are going to talk about the Blue Safari 35. This is a right-hand retrieve, high-speed Z Japan version. And as you could have already seen in the unboxing video, this was factory modified with a knob. So I don't have the handle actually. Okay, so I don't have the paddle hand or the balanced handle. All my reels for the Blue Safari came factory modified. So this was the first one, and this is low speed. Okay, so PWR. This is a high R. Now, there are several key differences with this. First and foremost, of course, is that these have carbon parts, and the wing here actually carbon, the drags carbon, and comes with the spool, the mid spool. This one actually came with the shallow spool. So except for the handle, the AE82 handle, this actually is pretty bone stock. So if you buy a Blue Safari, except for the handle here, it's about the same. Now, I have learned that the best way for this reel is to actually just hand tighten this part right here, which is your quick take apart screw. As soon as you get that out, twist, boom, you're able to take out the spool. Never use a screwdriver to open it. Now, this is considerably lighter than the silver version. Although I can say that when you hold this, you actually feel the robustness. This is a bit lighter, just by a tad bit, but you notice the difference. You really do. And you still feel the feeling of robustness, but honestly, aside from the color and some carbon parts, everything, for me at least, remains the same. Now, I'm going to be putting 300 meters of PE2 on this. I like this handle. This is the AE82. Other handles that I have are AE85 or Air Egg 85. So it's a bit on the bigger side. Let me get an example here. Okay, so as you can see, AE85, kind of fat like this one. Okay, the AE82 is good for my small hands. Fits nicely, you know. I like that. I really like that. Markings, SOM markings. Okay, carbon, also kind of thick. It's good. That's about it. I mean, the ratio is 6.7 to 1, max 90 cm, and max 70 cm for the power gear, 5.2 to 1 ratio. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put, I have PE 1.5 on this, shallow, okay, shallow spool. So I'm going to still use this in shallow water use, or I can just switch out the spool. Okay, use it for deeper water. Maybe I'll switch these up because this will give me a bit more sensitivity. Still the same. It is fast going this way, slower going this way. So the line lay is still going to be very, very good. I've tried putting magnets on this, but I don't plan to cast it. It does have room for a magnet, but because of the level wind and its eccentricity, okay, going here fast, going here slower, and a non-disengaging level wind, just thought that it won't be a good option to make it castable. So it stays as it is. And again, the purpose for these reels is for you to have a small, compact, very capable jigging reel when you want to travel outside of your fishing area. Okay, all you have to do is just carry this and a couple of spools right there, and you're good to go. You can have 2 rods, 3 rods, depends on you, because there's also a deep spool version of this. Okay, so this is PE2 300. There's also PE2 600. So you can definitely use this for slow jigging. You can definitely use it for deep water to catch big fish. Alrighty, so very good look at these 2 reels right there. Okay. So yeah, I mean, for me, this is a little bit lighter, giving me a bit more sensitivity, and I'm able to still use it in deep water. And I actually kind of have the hang of using the wing drag. So most of the time, I just set it and forget it. Okay, so as far as presetting is concerned, I've preset it once and then done. Okay, and the good thing is, not like the star drag where you have to uh loosen everything up after a fishing trip. This one, I just boom, do that, and it's there. If I want to engage the drag, boom, there we go, and that's it. Not like so it's basically how you look at it. It's a star drag that has a preset knob. Okay, there we go. So that's minimum drag. Okay, so what happens when you're on minimum? There's no pressure on the drag washers, and then boom, as soon as it clicks in, that's your full drag. Of course, there's a lot in the middle, you know, but for me, the most useful thing is basically set it for the top end right there. Okay, you can set it, and then almost free, almost free spool. There's still a little bit of drag there, but very minimal. Okay, so the pressure on the drag plates or the drag washers isn't that great when you do that. And then as soon as you use the trigger, drag gets engaged, and after fishing, boom. So it helps eliminate the issue of the drag washers binding. It just makes it easier. Okay, so again, for me, that's me. Okay, I have my minimum setting, and then I just go to the maximum. I don't even bother with things in the middle. I mean, you could do that. Okay, but I just put it on maximum, and then there's my drag. Okay, preset still the same. You can set that, and then boom. Now for me, it's just easier to set it for maximum, because as soon as you set it there, you have the poundage that you want, and then it's done. Okay, And then after fishing, boom. Or if there's any reason that you want to give the fish more line, just either push it with your index finger, or you could push it with your thumb like that. And then that's it. Now again, I have used this in shallow water and I love it. I really, really do. You kind of get used to the wing drag. It grows on you, you know? So much power on this reel. So much. It's almost overpowered for the smaller species. But I'm really thankful that I have this now because now I have to play around with. And this one for faster types of fishing. Now, one thing that I want to do with this down the line is I'm gonna fish soft plastics, and because it's lighter, kind of easier to use. Okay. Now this, I'm thinking probably I'm gonna do for um, heavy applications or heavier. Okay. So look at this. It's easy. Okay. Take for example, I take these two with me, and then switch it up because guess what? As I said earlier, I want to fish deeper water with this. Just like that. Boom. Okay. Deep water. Just like that. Okay. Close that sucker. Take this. Put it here. The spools are also color coded. So we have black, we have gold, and then the silver one is actually a deep water. Again, I kind of forgot to ask for the deep water spool because my intention for this was to actually just use them in shallow water. But then, now, looking back, good idea to actually have a silver one for deep water use. There we go. Okay. And just like that, I have 1.5 here. I'm going to put 2 here. And that's that. Alrighty, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, the usual stuff. If you like this video and learned something, found it interesting, found it weird, whatever, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends would find this cool, or just to have them have a good look at this new Blue Safari Z Japan, send them this video. Click on share. And if you want to support this channel and help us move things forward, click on that membership button. Alrighty, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.